spending the last hours going around the beach hunting for waste. What has come across us mostly are plastic wastes, both the bottles and the caps. It only comes to bring to our awareness the need and effort for us as active citizens to take care of our environment. The amount of plastic waste coming out from the ocean and on the land here is massive, and it's of big risk to our health and for life on the sea.
Out of all the waste that we put up in our community, what we put into our gutters, what we put into our roads, at the end of the day, they all end up into the ocean. You can see that inside the ocean we have plastics, we have glass, we have nylon, we have papers, all sort of waste.
And I also know that growing up, I could see more seashells than bottle tops. But now, more children are seeing bottle tops than even seashells. And I decided to do something about it. It's quite challenging because so many people don't understand the effect of single-use plastic in our oceans. And on a daily basis, we advocate in schools and in communities to teach people the importance of keeping their environment clean and the importance of recycling.
We live in an ecosystem where every other person who lives in this system must be responsible to the well-being of the other person. It's always amazing when I look at the fact that we used waste, and the way we discard of our waste, we imagine in our head that that waste is going to disappear. But no, it doesn't disappear. It would get back to us one way or the other.
Now, if our beaches are not clean, a lot of the aquatic animals get poisoned by the plastic. At the end of the day, we are the losing end.
The thing that we also need to take note of is the fact that we also consume these animals, this fish, this seafoods. The point is, because they consume those things, we will eventually consume them, and in one way or the other, whatever happens to them or their health would indirectly affect us in the long run, because we've consumed those things that they have consumed indirectly.
The ocean is our life support system. We eat from the ocean. 70% of oxygen on Earth is provided for by the oceans as well. And if we don't take care of it, it won't take care of us.
As soon as we were able to see what was inside, we were all shocked.
It was more looking like a garbage bag, just masses and massive of plastic bags twisted into each other and forming like one big lump of plastic.
To be honest, I thought, holy, this is a whale full of plastic.
It was just one bag after the other.
Handfuls of plastic.
Over 30 pieces, and felt like it's endless, really.
Complete shopping bags and wrappers and food bags. That's when it hit us. We had a plastic whale.
The major solution to this problem we have is a change in behavior. We always have people come here and we encourage them to start to make eco-friendly decisions, like banning and ditching their single-use plastic and going to use more sustainable options. Instead of using a disposable bottle, why not pick up a bottle like this, that you can use time and time again. When you go shopping especially, instead of going and taking the single-use plastic bags, why not use the cloth bags or the jute bags or any other thing that is reusable and sustainable.
And this only comes to bring to our awareness the need and effort for us as active citizens to take care of our environment.
These behavioral changes would literally change a lot in how people have used plastic over time. And I'm hoping that as many people do this, it will change behavior and it will also reduce plastic in our oceans.
God did not create anything that is absolutely useless, whatever it is that you consider waste. So there's always that thing that you supposedly are giving out. somebody else is going to take it in, you know, so that's the structure. So if we live in that kind of environment, so let's take advantage of it and make sure that that thing that ordinarily should have been wasted and cause problem, because then if you don't manage it, it become a problem, because everywhere will stink, children could get sick, even adults could get sick from the fact that you have refused to manage that same way that if you are to manage will earn you some money.
After cleanups, we separate the waste. We know that we have biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So we sort them out according to their classification, and what goes into the landfill we separate from what goes to the recycling plant and what goes into the compost bin to further reduce the amount of waste that is taken away, or the amount of waste that is discarded. After doing that, we take data and statistics, so we weigh everything and then we put it in we document it properly so that it can be used over time in research.
Those who are entrusted with the responsibility of leading us to be clear in their hearts, to say to themselves, look, in this society, what are those things that we know that will eventually haunt us as waste? And that is why I believe that government also must be very deliberate in the manner with which they deal with human beings.
In as much as we're making eco-friendly decisions and reducing our single-use plastic, it's also up to the government to ban single-use plastic in Lagos State, because the epidemic is getting so much and it's becoming uncontrollable. We can reduce it, but an outright ban is what we will start to call for, because the damage is so much in the oceans, it's so much in the canals, it's so much in the drainages.
So if we produce those things, for instance, we should curtail the production of those things. So in the same manner, if plastic will eventually come out to haunt us, then we should, if not completely reduce it to the barest minimum, we could say to them, at this level, if you produce certain things, you must make sure that you find a way of getting that waste back.
So while we ban single-use plastic and while we propose for the ban of single-use plastic, I encourage everybody to look for more sustainable solutions, and let us look for other ways that we can avoid single-use plastic.
As young active citizens, we're calling on other young people to collaborate with us to come out and take action for a cleaner world.
Would advise that parents also understand that their children are going to be the one occupying this space tomorrow. So whatever we are able to plant in them today would make us have either a better society or worse society.
Reusable plastic is still a better option than single-use.
So I believe that we can all come together, to do it. I believe that yes, we can.